And we're gonna come
I
down
will
here.
say, Mathichism in chat says they want you to play 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, and that's an amazing idea. That's a galaxy brain idea.
Can we please
We sh-
change the text of the thing that says Pat isn't talking to anyone? Because it confused me, and I worry that it will give the wrong impression to the stream.
yeah, we'll take that out.
Thank you. I mean, you don't have to change it. It's like Pat is. We could change it to like Pat is just talking to the voice in his head, whose name is Aaron. But again, that particular command, I see everyone use it all the time, and it kept baffling me. And I worry that newcomers to the stream will find it off-putting.
Ooh. Yes, I hear you on that, but also someone in chat just recommended Kentucky Route Zero. I've told you about that game a few times.
Yeah,
That's an excellent game.
I heard about that. Boop, boop, boop. What am I doing? Okay, here's the game. And here's this. I was considering... oh, man, did I not save after... It could be that I didn't save after... Oh, no, of course I didn't, because I went up, I investigated the dumpster, and then died from kicking it.
Yes. Heroically.
Thank you, Aaron. That's all I needed. I just needed to know someone appreciated my art.
I don't know if I'd call it art, but I appreciate it.
Oh, Zork. Aaron, have you ever played an interactive fiction game?
I've played Zork before. You want to talk about being eaten by a grue? Let's
Oh
do
yeah.
it.
Okay, we'll do that later. I'm going to be getting those games, and I'm going to be installing them on my boys' computers, and we're gonna fucking Zork. I tell you that, man. Actually, not Zork. We're gonna play Enchanter. We're gonna play Leather Goddesses of Phobos. I'm gonna have this experience with my children. Everyone else is gonna be outside. It's gonna be summertime. They're gonna go to the beach. We're going to the Underground Empire, and where it's dark and cool. Okay.
Wow. Hey, how much do we have to raise so we can play Left 4 Dead together, or like I can put you into Resident Evil 7 and make you play it in one straight push?
Oh, that's right. You're a huge Resident Evil fan. I once watched part of Resident Evil, I think, with
A game or a
friend.
movie?
I don't know. It had zombies, I think. Or
Oh, Resident Evil.
maybe just
Yeah.
angry people. There was an umbrella. Oh, no, I watched Singing in the Rain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's so easy to get those two mixed up.
Yeah. I remember when there was the zombie, and then it was coming after them, and then the person was like, listen, I know you're still in there. I know, but just remember dignity, always dignity. That was a great moment in the game.
And it was undercut because right after that, the zombies got together and sang "Make 'Em Laugh," and I always thought that was a really weird artistic choice, but I admire the big swing.
Yeah. So well, there should be some sort of there's somebody here said somebody I actually misread I misread somebody's comment. I thought they said, boy, you sure know when Pat is in a mood when ... I'm like, we maybe should have a special little like overlay that I can put on when I'm in a mood where I'm just gonna pick a fight with everything. And so that people will know it's like, hey, like, this is what you're in for today. I'm sorry. Because I'm in a bit of a mood, I think. Not a bad mood, but definitely a mood.
It's very disco-esque. I feel like that's a good energy to bring to the stream.
Yeah. That's kind of you to say. Find out who is in the Union box. Okay, that's our new quest.
We haven't gone to the curtains, we haven't gone to the body, and we haven't gone to the right. We've kind of meandered along, but you said you wanted to collect some bottles and cans, clap your hands, and then buy a book.
I think here's the thing: we do want to investigate the curtain to understand the curse on the bookstore. But before we do that, I need more skill points, and also I need to ingratiate myself with the bookstore owner. And to do both of those things, I'm pretty sure I need to. Also, I probably need a drink to fortify myself against ghosts. So the key to this is first, we collect bottles and cans.
Clap your hands.
In order to get money, then I buy a beer and a book, and then we investigate ghosts. But to get to the bottles and cans,
clap your hands.
We've got to get into this dumpster, which really this was a hard boss fight, man. And speaking as somebody who's really good at Hades, the secret to this is you come in here, and you try it again and again, and eventually, if you just do the same thing again and again, and eventually
this trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "whirling in rags."
I'm just going to fight this dumpster again and again until I get enough crystals or whatever it takes for me to kick it to death.
Wait, I'm looking on Game Facts right now. You have to equip the Burning Sword of Doom, and you have to backstab the trash, and then you actually get double the loot.
Double loot? Okay, hold on. It's not letting me go into my equipment during dialogue, so...
No,
there's something in there. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
So we have actually been through this in the previous thing, but I died. I literally died. I'm not joking. Hold on. Oh, wow. Hold on.
I kind of want to pour a drink. Is that weird?
No. I mean, that's the whole mood of this game. Wow.
I'm going to go pour a drink.
Yeah, go pour a drink.
All right.
Also, a little... go ahead. I'll just chat with the chat here.
Yeah, vamp.
I'm gonna vamp for time. Also, a little note just came up saying, hey, you don't have any more space to record shit on your computer, so I'm hoping that this one gets recorded somewhere. I hope it gets recorded out on the ether cloud. Okay. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna fight this real quick while Aaron's gone.
Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in here?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too.
I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's extrasensory. See, I was going to just kick... Hey, Aaron, I was going to kick this to death just while you got a drink. With under the pretext, and I was going to kind of deadpan it and just like kick it to death and die again and then say, well, cool, we gave it a good shot. Now we just... And like, honestly...
Anyway, back to Hades. Yeah.
If you weren't here, like... to sort of keep me from being my worst self, I probably would have just the whole stream would have been me coming in here and kicking it to death again and again and again.
Such is life, right?
Yeah. But instead, I actually selected the different dialogue option here, where I said, Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there? And I'm like, so now I've told him, I feel like there's something in there. What do you mean feel? And I'm like, now we're going to talk about ESP with Kim. And I get the sense he's going to be 100% on board with this.
Oh, God, this is some weird DLC that you installed. ESP chats with Kim. Good.
I agree.
By the way,
We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
Kim,
Chad is asking about the drink. I got whiskey, and because we're playing Disco Elysium, I got Dad's Hat. Pennsylvania straight rye whiskey.
Dad's Hat whiskey is a very good name for a whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little tempted. I've got that Fireball whiskey, which is not actually whiskey.
No, you should do that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know what mixes really well with directionless anger is alcohol. I mean, I think maybe not. Okay, hold on. Kim says, I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division. So
What?
what's the remote viewers division? There's no need for sarcasm. I just feel strongly about it. That's all. Maybe it's connected. It's not connected to the case, but still. So this is, I don't know if I've ever had this chance to gently chide Kim. But I don't know if anyone has the right to gently give me some shit, it's Kim.
Okay, I agree with you, but also I feel like that number 2 response is going to be there even if you pick number 1. I feel like if you pick number 1, he's going to give you a bullshit answer and then you can answer back. So if you want to chide him, make him really do something that deserves the chiding.
See, I doubt he's going to... Kim doesn't seem the one... I don't think he's cruel. I don't think he's going to spin an elaborate story with the remote...
He's not like us?
Yeah, he's not like us. He's a better person than us. But also, I don't feel it's fair for us to suddenly, for one moment in our lives, to be like, Kim, you've hurt my feelings. Like, given that I'm a maniac with no pants on. But also, the say nothing is an interest, or I could just stare at him.
Stare, I think, is a great choice.
I think I am just going to see what happens if I stare at him.
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
So, real quickly, Aaron, how do you feel about the fact that I can circle back and try out this dialogue again as a gameplay mechanic in this game?
I think it's good because it provides accessibility to the player.
It does absolutely do that. And in a game that's as dialogue rich as this, the sense of like, oh no, I missed my chance to do that is going to be strong. If you like the dialogue, you're going to want to see a lot of the dialogue.
Not every dialogue tree is repeatable. Some of it does get locked after you choose a specific response.
Yeah.
So there are limitations on it.
I do like that there are limitations on it. Part of me, I think I would respect a game more if it didn't let me loop back. But I think I would also enjoy that game less. What does that say about me?
I think it's pure accessibility because a lot of times people just need things to be repeated. You never know what might happen if you misclick, if your dog walks across the keyboard, things like that. If they wanted to be real assholes, they could put an option in there to allow for that to happen. But it's still a pretty easygoing game.
Yeah.
Nothing about the rest of the game tells the player that it's going to be that unforgiving, That
is true. And I like the fact that there are consequences to your actions, but if anyone were to say, ooh, this is a game that doesn't forgive mistakes, that's a hill I would fight on. I think this is a game that you are playing the personification of a mistake, and therefore it is very willing to let you to play the game and make mistakes as part of your story. Okay. What's the remote viewers division?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
Oh, I love the fact that he's leaning into it.
It's remarkable how he can keep a straight face. Take note. The lieutenant is well versed in deadpanning. Many of the things he says could be meant in jest.
Oh, I love the fact that he
We're
is
playing.
he is leaning in. Wow, could we get? I'm going to be the excitable 5-year-old in this conversation.
Oh, he is a dad, isn't he?
No, because they don't.
I'm so disappointed right now. I thought, see, I'm glad that they don't give me the choice to like sit down on the ground and cry, because I would be tempted to do that.
I will
There
say
isn't.
this though.
But we
Oh,
should still access this container.
it would have been so great if just okay. The hurt, the hurt.
Silently weeping.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or
Or
No, I've still got to stick to my previous response, which was, "There's no or. Pry bar."
we
Kick.
might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
So I'm wondering, you know what? Given that even if I equip the pry bar, my chance is only 3%, I'm going to Iron Man it here and just try to do this with my bare hands.
oh, good. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because I have not equipped. I don't have time to switch to my inventory, Aaron. I'm a
You got to put the flaming sword of doom on. That's what the guide says.
Here we go.
No matter how strong you
Thank
think
God.
you
If you
are,
won that, I'd be so
this
pissed.
is really not something you should be attempting to do with your bare hands.
Oh, now it's locked. Fine.
But if you equip the pry bar,
We'll see if it lets me try again. This is a gross abuse of my power. Which, if you give me 3% or 3% chances,
I will take them.
This trash container is locked. The
Oh.
sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in Rags."
ha!
Force time isn't happening.
Good.
You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
You'll never learn.
I think I'm going to stick to my original response here, which is for me to have a petulant freak out and then hang from the pry bar with all my weight.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
You know, Kim, you could cast aspersions as to my physique, or you could help.
He's enjoying your little failure. He finds it amusing. He's reveling in sweaty rage on your face.
Reveling in sweaty rage.
There's a creaking
Been there.
sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, puffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
That's it. I'm just.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Do you really want to speak to the bartender, though? That guy sucks.
He does suck. The thing is, the only other option I can imagine is getting a level to put another point into my strength, which will not help enough. Or
No.
I could try to like recruit this child, but we both know what will happen as soon as I start talking to Kuno.
It worked for Professor Xavier. Recruit that kid.
I think we cannot go down the rabbit hole that is Kuno, which, by the way, I said that deliberately. It's a very funny joke, only to me. It's a pun because of the word rabbit in Latin. It's very close to Kuno's name. Now I made myself sad with that joke I didn't even hardly tell.
I spilled my whiskey, and I'm very upset.
Oh no, me and you, Aaron. Sad boys. This is a sad boy stream.
The sad triad.
The sad triad. Man, you know what's the sad triad is Hobo Cop coming in here to ask him for the key to this dumpster so I could just get bottles to sell.
Excuse me, sir. I think my pants are in your container.
I mean, this beanie pry bar pantsless ensemble. You got it. I mean, seriously though,
You need to hold the beanie in your hand and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Bartender."
But tell me this isn't working, right?
I can't.
Okay, here we go.
Can I help you?
This guy loves me.
Best friends.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Then you won't care if I blow it up.
Gart. See, I was almost starting to feel sorry for Gart, and then he comes back at me with an answer like this. Thank you, game designers, for allowing me to continue to hate this man. And I was gonna start being nice to you, Gart,
No.
but now, no, you've blown it.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Hey, hobo is our word.
Hey, I am the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Like, imagine my guy sitting and then hearing that, I'm like, party? And I'd love to burst into the conversation asking where the party is.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Gart,
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is. Is it blind rage? Yes.
No, hold on. Rhetoric. A little callous? Something. Oh, hold on. Am I feeling angry on behalf of the people who want to rifle through garbage and aren't allowed to?
Yeah,
Rhetorically?
'cause you're one of those people.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay, I wonder what I do actually literally wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Oh my God, it's letting me do it. What if I told you
Okay.
I'm a hobo or soon to be one running through your trash? You would keep me out too? You racist? Now, see, this is a stronger argument here. Doesn't it seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Yeah, because if you say you're a hobo, he's not going to be like, "Oh, well, like, okay, I'm sorry." He hates you.
Yeah.
So number 2 is the best.
Yeah.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
We got to fix them
Krasmazov,
all.
nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
They said 9-day, but the text says 11-day.
Isn't that interesting? I think this is maybe it's an edit. And everyone, as somebody who does a ton of revision and a ton of world building, there's a particular type of typo that is referred to as an artifact. And it's something that lives in your manuscript as a result of a substance revision as opposed to a grammatical revision. Here we go. Yum, yum. Tell me more, brain.
He killed himself.
Oh, well, maybe I am.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
Hold on. Did I say that out loud? No. No, like poor Kim. No, wait. What if I am Krasmazov? He said that I'm not. But what if I am?
But this guy's a liar.
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
He's like, yeah, we'll figure out your name later. Shut up.
No, we're gonna come at Gart hard here.
Absolutely.
On Gart.
That was very good. I just want to call that out. That was very good.
Okay. But I need those leftovers to survive. Okay. Okay, see here. I'm going to whipsaw around and pretend I was testing him. Good call. So would I. Tough love. Teach a man to fish.
I'm not a fishing teacher. That's not why we keep our trash
damn
locked. Any place where the kitchen does it. It's not political, I assure you.
Oh, everything's
Every
political.
decision is political.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
wow.
and Aaron both come. Oof, boy, he had a nerve with that.
Anyway, we need
What
those keys.
for, Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
Oh, you watch me.
Maybe.
I'm gonna.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Oh, fucking Kim's not gonna let anybody give me this flavor of sass.
Just
Hobo Army.
bring them back once you're done, please.
I'll think about it.
Cool. Then you can use the pry bar on Kuno.
Good day, sir.
I said good day. Ooh, a thought.
Guillaume Le Million.
Oh, my thought process completed.
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And
That's how I wanna go.
You can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
So everyone, here we go. We're gonna accept this. Now, again, one of the amazing innovations that occurs that this game has is thoughts occur to you. You have like something sort of like, oh, that's interesting. Like, what if I was a cop and also a hobo? And it's like, do you want to think this thought? And the thought is hobo cop. And it takes you a while to really kind of work through it in your head. And while you're doing it, you suck because like here, you're kind of shambling around. So your composure is bad. Here, some sort of my logic is like really impeded. This thought of me being a superstar cop, but this thought form just completed. And the like working through this in my head has given me a +1 to my pain threshold, and my psyche learning caps are raised by 1. So
Pat, there was something in the thought list that I'm compelled to ask about, or at least point out,
okay,
but I also don't want us to steer us in a direction.
okay,
On the sort thoughts by, all of the thoughts we have not yet thoughted, thinked, the one at the bottom that your cursor is over right now.
no. Remote viewers division.
Yeah, baby, it's real.
No, hold on.
This has become the whole game now.
Remote. I worry.
We have to find it.
Okay. Now, occasionally, here's the rules here in the chat are backseat gaming to a minimum, no spoilers, but I will occasionally go to the chat to say, hey, if I missed could somebody check on the internet? Because we just had a little discussion with Kim where he brought up the remote viewers division. Did I somehow screw up that conversation and therefore lose the chance to pursue remote viewers division?
Oh, or homosexual underground.
There's so many of these. There's so many of these. Like here,
Dork.
like Mazovian socioeconomics relates to. Okay, so hold on. Yes, this would count as a spoiler if I was not specifically asking for this one piece of information. So, okay, the chat is saying we can still get it. That means I don't have to go back.
We need to talk about ESP. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which I feel like we would have done anyway.
Oh,
We're idiots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So. Okay.
Thanks for your garbage. Bye.
Oh, we're gonna get so many bottles out of this garbage. So hold on. Somebody says you think you might have missed my chance. I didn't screw up, but I might not have had enough ESP dialogue points.
Your Inland Empire has to be equal or above 4. I feel like that's above 4 for sure.
Oh yeah, my Inland Empire is very strong. I've got a 6 in that. But also maybe I can come back, and I suspect, like, as I talk to different people about paranormal stuff and ESP and whatever, those numbers will go up.
Like, instead of saying hello, it's just, hey, you want to know about ghosts?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
But here's the thing. I need... Okay, so somebody just said, hey, why can't I get 1080p? So let's throw that into the, hey, when we're fine-tuning the stream thing, Aaron. Give me an answer here. Because some people are saying, no, you can still get it, and other people are saying, I'm not sure. How about this? Only give an answer to this question if you are really confident in it, in your answer.
For the 1080p one?
No, for the remote viewing thing. Now this
Just
does
gotta keep choosing ESP stuff.
I mean, this feels like quitting, opening this padlock with the key. But I do want to get all this delicious garbage.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
You know what I hope to do? I hope to close this, lock it, and then break into it later, just for the moral victory.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Uh-oh. My genius is speaking to me.
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Premonitions.
Extra content? Didn't I just have a premonition that there's
DLC.
something in
DLC dumpster loadable content.
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Dig in Hobocop style.
For extra content. Okay. Oh man, of all the things that I might do, I think this is the one that Kim would respect the least.
I will accept no other answer. We
Yeah.
have to do number 4.
Yeah.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon.
What?
Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
A gun?
What's a knock cannon?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however.
It's not fair for my own brain to fucking sass talk me like this.
But it
And it's
feels
that
very true to
Corden
life.
Electrics preamp with Electra F2 tubes. It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
So selling it sounds great, but it would also be great for the band and karaoke.
Yeah, and also, I am into hi-fi.
That's too bad. because none of those things are actually in there. There's just food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel
pretty
jest
good.
on myself, to myself.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Ugh.
Yeah, have you run into this yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is interesting because this is a realistic world with racial tension in it. And I remember this mug. Of all the things that I do not remember from this game before, I remember this racist mug that you have that you can show people. What do you think about this? And you learn that some people are super racist.
Some people
Only
think
in
it's
its
funny, and you
social
can be like,
sensibility.
"Why do you think that?"
Okay, look under the boxes.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
I tell you, the Foley on this is very realistic wearing these headphones.
You feel the trash.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Turbo noodles?
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Yeah.
Blasphemy!
Skinny jeans.
I'm gonna pull these out just so I can throw them back in the garbage.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
I mean, there is literally a corpse 20 feet away from me, so that's...
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
I just turned up my headphones, and I can hear the Foley now too. I'm turning down my headphones.
Yes.
Drop them in here, officer.
Oh, man, I was gonna not wear those.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Do it.
A
Extra
drab,
content.
long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ugh. I don't remember this.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Hey, Gart, why do you have so much pus in your container back here? It's weird.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Oh my god.
Kim has a supernatural ability to identify true trouble.
Kim recognizes the metachlorians and is like, nope, we're out.
You think someone from Whirling might have been involved?
Yeah, maybe.
Not really. All we
Oh,
know
okay.
is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
I really wanted to take a shower ever since I started playing this character, and never more than now.
You can get in the container, take a
it's
trash
nothing.
shower.
Nothing more to see here.
Hey, Brain, who's the boss here, you or me?
What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Could be a bottle that we could sell for money for beer.
They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Oh, God, I forgot. This is
Yeah.
my police clipboard.
Officer,
Whoops.
is that your paperwork?
I thought I flushed this.
I don't know what this... Hey, this couldn't be mine. I threw mine in the toilet. I would never have thrown it in a dumpster. I'm a toilet man.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
For your own body.
You filled it out. It's you talking about where on you hurts and why.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Okay, let me see. One is very strong. It must have been cramping my style. Mm-hmm. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin.
Compelling.
This is good narrative there. Or I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, and that's why I had to flush my cop life down the toilet. Or I'd rather not talk about it right now.
I feel like one of these responses has some truth to it. And a lot of people might think it's number 3, but I think it's number 2.
I think it's number 2 as well. We're in agreement here.
What are you talking about?
I
speaketh the tongue 100%.
Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
I don't know, man. It sounds like an order.
I don't take those. Wow. For this person to switch gears so dramatically. Given Kim's willingness to play and like make fun of me about the remote viewing division, I'm like, now I feel very justified in throwing whatever wild shit at him I feel like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I see, yes. You are what we call a badass, aren't you?
He makes little quotation marks around the words, indicating he is unsure of the actual badassery.
Tell me, seeth your badass more in there, or are we done here?
Wow.
Yeah, Kim! Yeah, I respect you.
Ah, yes, and it would also be appropriate to start taking notes on the case. It's what cops do.
Oof.
Oh, he's getting on the bad side now. We want to make him happy.
I mean, I always want to make Kim happy, but also I think he would be a little sad if we were just... What if there were 2 Kims here? Who would Kim have to be disappointed in? My behavior is a gift to him. And I'm gonna...
So we're doing this for Kim.
Yeah, all of this is for Kim, Aaron.
It's all for you, Kim. It's all for you.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
So we gonna take that pry bar to Kuno now, or what?
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open the lid again. We're doing it
Smell
again.
of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty bags, and organic waste.
See, I wish that this game had dynamic options for if you just kept doing the same thing over and over. Because in my playthrough, I did the same shit over and over and over just
The
to see if
container
people would
sounds
comment
a
on it.
muffled gong.
And no.
Now, do I have the ability to lock? See, I wish I could lock it.
This is my container. I sleep here now.
Some kind of superstar.
Oh, another thought form of mine completed here.
They say
dog.
the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
-1 logic, the price of self-delusion.
And everything else. But you know what's interesting here, in terms of my stats now, my learning cap was raised to 6. Wasn't it though? It's not being reflected here.
For some of them.
Oh, just for some of this. I thought it was for
Yeah.
every. I see. For visual calculus, suggestion, electrochemistry, and composure. So, so I'm just looking. Yeah. So here, composure, electrochemistry, and visual calculus. I can put more points into them now.
Yeah.
That's
I've
interesting.
been putting a lot into drama in my game. Right now, I'm all physique. I'm like all physical instruments, all shivers, and all drama, which is really me.
Who put the clothes in the trash and read my ledger and name the case? Okay.
Oh no. It's like in Final Fantasy when you can see the boss in the background, but you don't approach it yet.
Yeah, right.
I just see Kuno, and I'm like,
I'm like,
not yet.
we can't yet. We can't. We're not
I need-
up for that challenge.
No. I need Knights of the Round.
I was
Help.
I was killed by the dumpster. I cannot face this little boy.
Anyway, Gart, here's your keys back, you dummy.
Ooh, now I can get into the kitchen. There's gonna be all sorts of bottles
yeah.
in there.
Oh, a sandwich sounds really good right now.
Oh, there's so many bottles. I'm gonna hover over them all. I'm gonna drink this Windex. Ooh, hold on. What's this?
Based on like what you've had as a cop, the Windex might actually be good for you.
I mean, that's probably got vitamins and minerals in it that my body desperately needs. Like, I need to replenish my electrolytes.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. It must be his name, Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
Ah, Garanci. My friend.
I'm going to try to be really official to impress Kim now.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Stay masculine is my sign-off. You've got some impressive pots there. I love that this is my opener. Nice pots, my dude.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
And I'm done.
Gender is a construct. Goodbye.
Okay. Hold on. There's a secret door.
You see
where they
a
keep the
heavy steel
bodies.
door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch it.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Side note, cobalt blue is my favorite blue.
Oh,
I love cobalt blue.
it's a very deep, rich blue. I'm on board. I'm just going to wonder about the door without trying to really impose my will on the door.
Paw at the door.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I am drawn to its cobalt blue.
The most Aaron answer. Is there anything ESP? Maybe two or three lead to that.
There's something about this place that makes me want to know. I like this. Although this is pretty, I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. Is the most David Bowie of answers. I think I'm going to start there.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
This door is a mega investigation, Kim.
We don't want to oversell it, though.
The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
Sure.
I mean...
what does your heart tell you?
If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
He's the bartender, Kim.
Kim, all I want from you is one thing, and that's to go out there and say to Gart, as the bartender here, comma, and then anything you want. Then it's dealer's
Kim,
choice.
Just play along with the bit, please.
The door does not budge.
Can Garachi get you back there?
Yeah, that's where we're gonna start. Hey,
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to
it's a
himself.
haunted door. Everything's haunted in this place.
Yep.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Not buying it.
I'm not buying it either. I think him and the door are in cahoots. Oh, also,
Cahoots.
because you weren't forthcoming, I'm gonna take your flower here. What?
I'm going to drink your Windex. Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna pretend I didn't just steal his money out of his tea tin there. But I really need a beer.
If he wanted it, he should have been using it. Yeah.
If he wanted it, he should have already bought a beer with it and drunk that beer to keep it safe from me.
Keep it safe.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
The victim's clothes. Da-da-da.
We want to tell him?
Strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
So here we go. Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Yeah, this is what we're going for. Gart, you're my prime suspect just because I hate you.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Exactly. That's why I brought it
Valid.
up.
Yeah.
I'm the authority here. Who else has keys? Because you lied to me before, Gart. You said only you and the trash company.
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
Kim, that's called giving up.
Thank you anyway.
Someone on your
You
staff?
poll in the chat starting up right now.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes?
I know-
Never
I saw-
ask about the money.
I saw another thing here. It's
Another
a secret
thing.
door.
Great. I love those.
Mysterious blue steel door. This is behind the blue door.
Cobalt
yes,
blue
that
steel.
door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
What's behind it then if it's not mysterious?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
Gart,
That sounds like you have been wondering about it.
Gart, you have no soul if there's a secret door in the back of your establishment and you don't constantly obsess about what's behind it.
Then what are we even doing
What do we
here?
just Gart, are you now or have you ever been playing Hades, is what I'm saying here, because I really...
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
Runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt. You are getting more and more
He's
suspicious.
attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Let him get to pretend he's indifferent. No, I'm not cutting him a single inch of slack.
No.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
Gart, you spent 5 hours looking at a bird.
He really is the most infuriating character in any video game I've ever played.
Yeah.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay.
If you say
Yes.
so.
Good day, sir.
I said good day.
I have secret passages. Closing the trash. Oh, the boy at Kuno. Kuno's starting to crop up in my quests here.
Quite a bit. They're like, hey, you should go talk to this little shit.
You don't have to deal with the corpse, but you do need to talk to this monstrous little boy. Okay. So I'm getting close to having enough to buy a beer. Now, what is the odds that, like, my clipboard has, like, a credit card in it? Or
Investigate it. See what's going on with it.
or like a little £5 note, like tucked in there.
Take a look.
So let me see. Tools, clothes, items. Oh, interactables. Oh no, the mug.
Maybe
Okay.
throw that on the ground.
Just, I love it. If you look at it, and the first one of your options is shatter it on the ground, and a genie emerges from it. Just and Kim suddenly his regard for you goes up. Interact button. Okay. Oh boy, that looks bad. I mean, let's be fair though. Would I have still had would I have left the banana peel on it though? That's gratuitous.
I don't know if you left it on there or if it was acquired in the garbage, but I don't think you're the sort of person that really worries about those details.
What if perhaps the banana peel is in fact a clue?
What if it's like a theme ledger and this is just like this is part of the theme? You know how like they used to have trapper keepers that were like dinosaurs.
What if this is like, it's not really, well, it's art. Everything, as we were learning in this game, Aaron, is art.
It's political, yeah.
It's political and art. Everything is political and art.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic
Political
board,
cabbage.
barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal. Okay.
I think I got it. But we're going to really invest anything else.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
I don't like this.
Again, I wonder if they've designed Kim's, like, to always be slightly facing away from me. Like, just like he can't even.
I refuse to acknowledge.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor for you.
It's a metaphor.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Smell the ledger.
Oh, wow. That is actually an option. I thought you were joking. Okay.
Feels right.
Yeah, no, I think this is, it. Not only is it right, this is absolutely where we start.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself. and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Zest.
It's like a salad for my nose. A crime salad. Can I get the toilet? Just get the toilet paper.
Get it
It's
off.
just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Are you sure I'm pretty sure it's just a Kleenex, dude.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ugh,
It's
doesn't
not,
make me
though.
feel better. Very good.
You know, even Hobocop has some limits.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry,
Thank you.
peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Yay.
Now, when it says browse the yellow papers, that's the paper that's yellow. They haven't been made yellow, correct? The pause means we don't know, and that's terrifying.
what you I wasn't sure if what you're asking. Are you
Did we pee on the ledger, Pat? Did we pee on the ledger?
I am going to assume that if you throw your clipboard in the toilet, there is going to be pee involved. We just got to look that in the eye and just get comfortable with it. But
Maybe it wasn't our pee.
well, I mean, you know, potato. I think it's a horse appease.
A horse appease? Good stream. Literally.
I thank you, Jontman, for being appropriately angry at that joke.
Is this why you don't want me on video?
So I think all of these are peed on to some degree. I just assume everything that I come like anywhere close to is going to have been peed on at some point. But
You're like a dog. You're marking your territory.
right. But I also think that the white papers and the yellow papers are different types of papers, not papers that have been peed on to different degrees.
Depease. Inspect the clip. We gotta move on.
Aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Okay, how can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, oh wait, I've got a flashlight.
Flashlight.
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Oh. Go to the car.
Yeah.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Kim, I love how the fact that Kim hasn't had his notebook out at all this whole time, but now he's bringing his clipboard out just to like have his cop swag all up in my face.
Cop swag.
Cop swag. Okay. I'm going to put the ledger away briefly.
You don't want to look at the yellow papers?
Oh, no, I will in a second, but right now we're hot. I want to see the secret marks.
How close are you to leveling up?
I just got a level, actually. So let me see. I now...
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait. You can level something up now.
I can, but ultimately Shivers is what I really want, is Shivers.
Not Inland Empire?
I mean, I'm already at a 6, but I only have 3 ghost sense.
But, you have a 6 Inland Empire. You can get stronger at Inland Empire. You can't get super strong with Shivers.
Well, I mean, I can become a marginal ghost cop whose pants talk to him, which is, they're in timeout, by the way. That's why I'm not wearing them. But I think right now I'm going to save that point because I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure yet. But ultimately, this is just my opportunity to fiddle with Kim's very cool
Inside,
car.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
How do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Oh, is it going to give me the opportunity to do this bad?
He's downplaying his excitement. The
Oh,
lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious
oh, I'm
carriage.
glad.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Kinema comes to life with a whiny growl. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
And so you go read the note, and it says, Mr. Detective, you could have saved her. I gave you all the clues.
See, this is a nice...
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Now, I will say, in this light, I look the worst that I have looked in this game. It is revealed that I died and I have been a ghost all along here. Oof.
You're casting a very bad shadow.
Also that.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad. I don't know what it means, but 18's
it
a good
mean?
number.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
I just like the number 18, so don't get judgy with
The
me.
next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wow, okay, there's a lot of options here.
And I just want to say 10-minute warning before the Decemberist concert.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think we're making it to the curtains.
No, I mean, 18 years I've done this. I got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. I was a hobo and I lived under a boat.
Not bad.
I feel like I went around apologizing all the time. Or do you really think I have any idea?
There's some truth to 2 of these.
I mean, I think I've got to start here. How could I have lived doing this for 18 years, Kim?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I was a hobo and I lived. I think this is, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I kind of love it.
There's something very melancholy about saying, I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time.
Yep.
I'm very curious about that.
I've got to go with this. I like this not as a mournful thing, but as a very glib answer. I was a hobo under a boat.
You know, the RCM is a volunteers organization. We would have no qualms with vagrants joining our ranks were they qualified. But let's move on, shall we?
All right,
This
Kim.
next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I told you I was a superstar cop. Oh, and wow, I used to be good. I don't think I can ever re-become this person.
I just want to take this person aside and be like, you can be good. You just need to commit to doing the work. And it sounds like you don't want to do the work.
Right. It's still early in my character arc here. I think I'm gonna...
Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Wow.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her.
Oh, wow. This is an esprit de corps challenge, but it's challenging, and I hit it as a passive test. What does it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? Is that my name? Is my name McCoy?
Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
Huh.
Wow. Oh, so this is sort of me remembering something from my cop days. This might have been one of my colleagues.
Yeah. I didn't
There are
get this.
certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obviously that the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Has he ever killed anybody?
Yeah, I think we're gonna take this moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Short and sweet.
Okay.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
The camera panning to me in my fucking no pants, kitchen gloves, and garbage bag ensemble.
That's hyperliminal.
Yeah.
It's not subliminal, it's hyperliminal.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Oh.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Kim builds model trains. It's canon.
Kim, secretly records synth pop in his basement.
Yes.
Why not gardening?
Kim's a potter.
You've already got the gloves.
I love that they knew that.
Kim.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Oh, and see here, it's like your cop buddy is gently ribbing you. You know? This is nice.
It's meant in earnest. I think it's just kind of like a throwaway. Like,
Yeah.
you got this, why don't you try it?
Yeah.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay. Yeah, we have just enough time to finish this headlight adventure. Shimmering street
The
grid.
rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM And yet, the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Yikes.
Ah, Martinez.
Where
Let
are we
me
on
see.
here?
Right here.
Seems like a shithole.
I'm sure I've seen worse.
sure I've seen
You
worse.
seen my room?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter. Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Okay.
Getting that EXP.
So, and I learned a little bit about myself. Oh, now see here, this is interesting. In your thing, here are some of these things. You have Superstar Cop, Apocalypse Cop, Sorry Cop, Boring Cop, Communist, Fascist, Ultra-Liberal, Moralist, Good Cop, Bad Cop, and Honor. Oh my goodness. Oh, and now I have these stats. People killed, cases solved, and years in service. My name is still unknown. I still don't know my name. Oh, this is great. This is
I
great.
need to look at my stats. Oh, goodness. I'm
Yeah.
going to want to examine that immediately.
I'm sad that I don't have an art cop opportunity. I think probably my art skill isn't high enough for me to be an art cop. I probably need better conceptualization.
Or visual calculus, maybe.
Well, no, I think conceptualization here, understand
Oh, see art
creativity
in the world.
and see art in the world. See, I think I fell into art cop in my last playthrough because I had like a 5 intellect. So anyway, Aaron, I know you have a December's concert to hit.
Yeah.
At
I was meant for the stage. Can't wait.
And what I'll say is thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to stick around for a little bit while Aaron goes and has a fun concert. And so I'll answer some questions. So let's say good night to him. And I'll hang around for a little bit. And I don't know, maybe collect some bottles so that I don't have to do it on the stream next time. And yeah, have a good time tonight, Aaron.
I'm very excited. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow.
Yay.
All right. Bye.
So yeah, I think the truth is, as much as I do enjoy sort of teasing Aaron, I do, of all the things that are most interesting, I'm not going to interact with a bunch of stuff in the world, but given that one of my major sources of income is collecting garbage, I think I am gonna wander around here and maybe gather some of this money. Ooh, just drugs. I'll take that, thank you. Who just leaves their drugs laying around? It's just loot boxes everywhere. Ooh, there we go. Garbage. Ooh, dumpster. We meet again. Second dumpster. Gloves. Fingerless gloves. So these are drugs that these are gloves that make me better at drugs. Which is a little baffling. See, I'm actually resisting the urge to like click on some of these other things, because that's more gameplay. But I'm thinking that of all the things that I do on the stream with Aaron, like scouring the city for trash is probably the least engaging. Yeah. Okay, no, he's obviously... Okay, nothing else there. I'm probably going to do a little Q&A in a bit too, if you all want to start thinking. Probably not a huge Q&A or anything too deep or specific, but that's sort of a nice way to wrap up some of these streams. Can I get up there? Well, I can get up there.
Scab?
Oh, hold on. Walk away. Walk away.
You a scab now?
Walk away. Still walk away. Sorry, because I don't want to trigger a conversation with anyone. Now I'm going to cash in my can, see how much money I have.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears.
$4? Hold on. I didn't look at this when I was in here before.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
I've got $4. I've got better things to do than buy a raincoat with that money. Okay, so apparently most of the places which are littered with bottles I have already explored. The most notable of which was my my actual room. I didn't look around. See, I probably shouldn't. Here, I'm going to save here. Doing everything except... There we go. Money and drugs. There's a secret back door over here. Okay. And I think that will be where we stop for the day. And let's step out. Do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of Q&A here. If anyone's interested. Wait, I should shift the stream into just chatting. There we go. And yeah. I missed an opportunity for sexy sad boys dubstep.com. I am pretty glad that we, for once, for the first time in a lot of streams, we did not stray into the realm of buying a URL. No, there's a second Decemberist concert now, apparently. I did read, was King of the Wilds the first one? Favorite character in Disco Elysium so far? I mean, Kim is pretty great. But I'm not actually that far into the game during this playthrough. I played a lot further before. Gart is my favorite character to hate. Man, I really need to get to the chiropractor. Yeah, I think Kim is a very complex and fully realized character. I don't think this game would work nearly as well without Kim. Oh, well, thank you, Robbins. I'm glad you liked the stream. I'll also mention, everyone, I'm trying to stream a little more regularly. I stream on Sundays, although that time is going to be a little up in the air. And I'm streaming on Fridays now fairly regularly with Aaron as we continue our playthrough and kind of talk about some of the things that are going on in terms of whatever it is we do here with Eladin. Eladin being the name of my business, which is a little embarrassing now that I say it out loud. If there was a person thinking about streaming and they wanted to read your books on stream, were they ever to stream, would you be okay with that? That seems deeply theoretical. And I think technically it might be in violation of the Twitch terms of service, and you probably wouldn't want to get shut down for that. I think Clint McElroy was reading maybe The Hobbit or something, and I think he got like a warning from Twitch. So be careful. I know that they used to mute parts of my streams if I would play some music. I've thought of reading a few things on stream in the past. But again, it's hard. I could probably get authors to give me permission to read some of their stuff. And technically it would be legal to read a certain portion of books. I think it's legal to use or reprint up to like maybe 7,500 words of a book for review purposes. There are laws about this sort of thing. Favorite board game other than TAC? I'm really enjoying Quacks of Quedlinburg right now. I play that with my boys. Loops says, hey, wanted to let you know your role in Acquisitions Incorporated was epic. You kept me going through some pretty dark times. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Also, your Dwarven song was epic. I do not remember that. Did I sing a Dwarven song? Have I ever run a tabletop game? Yeah. Oh, Maths started playing Quacks on my recommendation. That's lovely to hear. Oh, did I sing Misty Mountains on AC Inc? I don't suppose I'm that surprised. I am very proud of the various guest appearances I've done on One Shot. I really enjoy playing with James and his people. Oh, any interest in reading the book that the writer of this game wrote when it comes out in English? I'd be interested in that. I don't know when I'll get around to it, because my reading time is pretty limited these days. Somebody here says that I'm a good DM. I don't know. You don't know that, because you've never sat at the table with me running. I've actually been a really bad GM in the past. Favorite tabletop role-playing game? It really depends on what sort of game experience you're going for. One Shot podcast has really broadened my horizons in terms of what games are out there. And, how important it is to sort of have a game system that will support the style and flavor and tone of game that you want to play. Right? Yeah, the One Shot with Kids on Bikes was my very first experience with that game and with One Shot, and it was such a treat. That's not a guitar back there. That is a cello. You found me through Co-Carnage during a charity stream. I love how you make me think about things in different ways. Well, I'll say that if we've sort of helped you think in different ways about different things, then I'm glad of that. I do not play the cello. Sorry to get your hopes up. How weird is it that I have not yet listened to the song that One Shot commissioned for that little series set in Temerant? I don't tend to listen to a lot of my own endeavors, for lack of a better term. When reading fiction, do you like to get insight into the character's thought process / inner monologue? It depends. I mean, you can do almost anything in fiction, and it's like, is it a good idea? Well, it's a good idea if it works well. Favorite ancient mythology, Sumerian. Do I have any pets? No, unless you count kids or plants. Do I have a soundtrack that I listen to while gaming? No. Do I use beard oil? No. The Dwarven song was to resurrect Jim Dark Magic. I'd forgotten about that. Am I reading anything at the moment? I literally just today finished my audiobook, so I'm catching up on a podcast or two before I jump into a new thing. Big Buddha, dial it back about 15% there. I don't know what the audiobook was called. I think the series, it was the last book in a trilogy. It was Revenant Gun. But what's the series here? Come on, Jesus. Machineries of Empire is the series. I enjoyed it. If you're into kind of dystopian sci-fi with really good world building that's very psychological, then it might be up your alley. It's by Yoon Ha Lee. I enjoyed it pretty well. If someone was visiting Wisconsin when the pandemic is over, where would you recommend they go? I mean, if you're coming to Wisconsin, I imagine you're coming here to see something. It's not like Wisconsin is on the way anywhere. I don't know if I've ever listened to an entire David Bowie album. Have I ever seen The Leftovers? I don't know if that's a band or a movie, so I'm going to say no. Thoughts on Philip K. Dick's work? I think everybody, loves Dick. If you, and odds are if you don't love Dick, it's probably that you've never really tried Dick. Or maybe you tried some Dick and it just really wasn't good Dick. So, I mean, in my opinion, if you try some Dick and it wasn't really for you, you really need to think, was I in the right headspace for this? And then maybe, try some different Dick. some of it's a little more experimental dick, or some of it's a little more surreal. Some of it's kind of rough. But dick isn't for everyone. But there's a lot of people who really enjoy dick. You can clip that if you want. Of all the dick though, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is probably my favorite. Flauschiger Kimi. Flauschiger. That's very Germanic. Flauschiger. I do not know what Flauschiger means, but thank you, Kimi. Kimi says, I love your books. I think you're a great human being. And if you ever have children, I'm going to do as well as you do. I hope you do better. I try my best. Try my best. Try your best. Oh, it's German for fluffy. Flauschig. I might have guessed that, but it would have just been a guess. What about Wünschel? Wünschel is more fuzzy, isn't it? International here says The Leftovers is a show/book. Typically things aren't both of those. It is either one or the other. Where 2% of the world population disappears into thin air, and it picks up 3 years later dealing with the grief of people who live in a small New York town. An incredible picture of despair. It might be amazingly well executed, but why the fuck would I want to read the small town lit fic version of 2020? Yeah. I find I have an increasingly low tolerance for emotionally rough reads these last several years. Sonambula is a great username. In Spain, it's really late, so I can't stay, but I hope you're healthy and that you're feeling fine. I'm feeling okay. Today actually has been a slightly rough day, as anyone who's here at the beginning of the stream knows. I was a little salty, but yeah, I'm doing okay. Has the Ack Inc. crew ever talked about a reunion episode? I assumed that Ack Inc. is still going. It's just that I'm not involved now. There were some cons, and they brought in other people, and then there were some virtual cons, but they didn't ping me for that. So I haven't started watching Bridgerton, although I have some good friends who are very into it. I read Good Omens, but I haven't watched the series yet. Any opinion on Klein bottles? See, I want to make a joke about Kevin Klein, but I'm just so tired. Yeah, maybe my internship was not renewed. It used to be, I would typically, I'd be at PAX East, I'd be at PAX Prime, I'd hit PAX South once or twice. Did PAX Unplugged. Yeah, I was there for a lot of them. But I don't know. I suspect maybe they got a little tired of me. I hope I didn't do something that upset anyone over there. Yeah, I really enjoyed sort of, representing, fun tabletop. I love playing with Chris Perkins, and Mike and Jerry are very funny off the cuff, and the ability to play D&D in front of a crowd of people and get paid for it was a real treat. But it was a lot of travel also. Do people, has ACK Inc., does anybody know, has ACK Inc. still been going? For a while, I was in every game for like years, and if I missed one, it was an exception to the rule. But I honestly can't remember if I started backing away from so many cons, or cons stopped happening, or they started bringing in other people. Because like as soon as they brought in Austin, like when they had, Austin Creed in there, and, the person who was playing, Jerry's, character's sort of not very significant other, Anna Prosser. Pretty much one less white dude at that table is a good thing, and I'm the most expendable white dude there. So, I had kind of assumed that, I'd kind of assumed, that they were just bringing in other people. I know this, I helped them kick off the C team a little bit too back in the day. And that was going for a while, but, wow, this ackinc.com website is absolutely horrifying. Sorry, I'm just looking at their website. It's a nightmare. And I lost my chat window. Do you ever write with audiobook voicing in mind? No. Yeah, playing Drebus was a ton of fun. I'm kind of proud that I kicked off the whole concept of the Beestinger clan with Kate. But now I will say, let's wander over here and let's see who is streaming currently. What is Valorant? I've never played it, but I see people playing it. Ooh, hold on, wait. I'm gonna. Ko is streaming. He's playing, and I love Ko. So let's throw Ko a little host here. Not that he needs my help. Ko is a juggernaut here. So, I'm not a host. I'm gonna send y'all to Ko to say hello. Co-star. C-O-H. No, wait. Did I do that backwards? That's not it. That's Cho. Ko. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I have been streaming off and on more recently. Despite the fact that I'm angry about Hades, I have been playing it fairly regularly. Maybe I'll hop online a little later tonight and play a little bit, just to show everyone how bad I am at it. Oh boy. Fasten Tilt, thank you for your streams, Pat. It's a nice distraction from a pretty terrible home life. I'm so sorry to hear that, Fasten. I wish that I hadn't already started this raid. We could chat about that a little bit. But come back around. Make sure you're following the channel so that you can tune in when I do a unscheduled stream, which is most of mine are unscheduled. And yeah, take care of yourselves. And I hope to see or talk to or somehow exist in the similar virtual space with y'all before too terribly long. And say hi to Ko for me.